have a confession to make. There are weeks where my visibility is on point, it's on track, and I'm firing. And then there are weeks where business kicks into gear and there's client demands, there's all sorts of things happening, and my visibility is not so much on par. And the reason that I seem to you like my visibility is out there is because I've got a good mix of repurposing and I've got a good 30-minute visibility routine that I run in my business each and every week. Because if the wheels fall off, I've got this routine that I fall back on, and I'm about to share it with you. I get it. Like most business owners, you want to show up consistently, but visibility slips when the plan doesn't fit into the reality of your week. And it's not a motivation issue, it's a structure issue. So as I said at the start of the video, I've got a 30-minute routine that helps me stay visible, and I'm about to share that with you too. And it doesn't mean you have to rearrange your entire life. It's clear, it is doable, and it works within even your busiest week. So let's get into it and let's see how you can tap into this visibility routine for yourself. Visibility usually falls apart because the approach is either too big or demanding. And especially in the world of AI, there's been all these plans generated that are just overwhelming for the most average business owner. So if that's your first point, please stop worrying. It's not you. The plan is too heavy and too demanding. Real visibility isn't actually built on intensity. It's built on what we call sustainability and consistency. So if our routine to be visible doesn't fit within our week, then it becomes a habit we have to force and not something that we actually want to do. So this is your moment in time to forgive yourself and now start to dive into structure that will hopefully work for you along the way. There's a visibility anchor, which is clarity that we all need to have within our business before we even go and start trying to be visible and be out there. So we need to ask ourselves questions like this. What do I want to be known for? What problem do I want to help people solve? And what message keeps coming back to me in my work? And then I like the other one in here, what lights me up? Because if it doesn't light you up, there's no point in creating content around it, or no point in being visible around it, because it just is going to drag you down again. The anchor point that we then have around what do I want to be known for, how we help people, and what message keeps coming back up or in our work all the time gives us the anchor that we're going to create our content around. And without an anchor, visibility will feel scattered. But if you use anchor and create anchor content, it will make it easier to share your message because it becomes purposeful, it's able to be reused again and again. So as part of this routine and the foundational planning, we've got to choose our 3 visibility areas. One of these must be your email list. Your email list is one of the spaces that you own on your internet, and it's where the deeper relationships happen. So 3 areas you might have might be your email list, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, and your Instagram. Or you might have a Facebook group, you might do networking and a podcast and your blog. Now, I like to feed any podcast or blog or video content like this I'm creating into our newsletter. So it's nurturing my email list. So I like to make sure that we're getting the most out of the content. So I want you to choose 3 areas where it feels natural for you to show up, 3 areas where you can maintain it without pressure, and these are going to become your visibility ecosystem. Once you've chose them, everything else is about to get a little bit easier. Now, it doesn't mean you can't come back to other things over time, but these are the 3 areas that we're going to focus on. And even now, as an established marketer doing all the content things, I still come back and choose what my 3 areas I'm going to focus on for the month or for the quarter are going to be. It's a very good habit to have. So now that we know what our anchor is, we know what the 3 areas we're going to focus on, we're going to look at our 30-minute visibility loop. This loop allows you to be able to show up, provide value, and build connection and repurpose on the spot if you need to. So the first thing is 5 minutes of presence. We're going to pick one of those 3 areas, and this is normally the social areas that we're going to be looking at. We're going to either record a short video, write a small reflection, or share a quick thought. The goal is to show up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we need to be present, and we need to show the algorithms that, hey, we are here to engage with people as well. The next component in your cycle is 10 minutes of value. And this is where I look at repurposing. Now, we might take that first piece of content, and if it's a video, we might use a tool like Repurpose.io just to send it across all the areas. Or we might take the script from that video or that piece that we wrote and turn it into a blog post. Or if we were doing a longer post, we might then take that longer post and break it down into series from there. The thing is, we've now taken the 5 minutes of presence, and expanded it into a more valuable piece and repurposed it over that area. So repurposing that initial concept idea across an area means that we continually deliver it. Now, if you want to up the ante on this one, this is where you go into something like Meet Edgar and you put the social posts in there that are evergreen so that they can come out on a recurring schedule. Then we dive into 10 minutes of connection. Visibility isn't just about output, it's about interaction. We want to be responding to comments, we want to be answering DMs, replying to emails, and joining in conversations in our chosen spaces. These moments of connections build trust, and trust will grow your visibility through referral faster than any algorithm possibly can. So make sure that you are sharing and interacting on the platforms, especially social media, that really allows connection. If you're not on social media and you want to get a connection, it's maybe pick up the phone and have a conversation with someone. Then we've got 5 minutes of reflection. We want to ask ourselves simply, where did the energy or engagement flow today? Maybe a comment sparked something else that we can put into our content cycle for tomorrow or the next day. Maybe an email reply came through that's sparking the idea for a longer piece of content, or maybe a new series or a new offering. Or maybe you had an idea from the content you shared that you could be expanding on into a series. This quick reflection keeps you aligned with what's resonating. And there it is. You've done 30 minutes. 30 minutes complete of visibility. You've touched 3 visibility areas. You've had one idea, you've repurposed it, you've then had connection that you've nurtured, and then you've got the clarity reinforced throughout reflection. This loop can be repeated daily, it can be repeated 2 or 3 times a week. It's about being visible, smart, and not overwhelmed. So to wrap this video up, I want to cover what real visibility looks like. Visibility isn't measured by likes or views. It's measured by real signs of connection. It's someone saying, I saw that post and thought of you. It's clients referencing your last email. It's people replying, engaging, or starting conversations, or even saving your posts. And what this all adds up to is that when people think of you more often, even when they don't always comment, it does mean your visibility is working. So there we go. I said at the start, this is the 30-minute routine that I use when life gets hectic and crazy to keep me visible. So I want you to do a couple of things now. Choose your anchor, pick 3 visibility areas. One has to be the email list. Use the 30-minute loop of presence, value, repurposing, connection, and reflection, and let that routine quietly build your momentum. If you're looking for more tools and ideas on how you can show up with consistency and confidence, make sure that you check out the Ideas, Impact, and Marketing Circle, where I share tips with this regularly with our members on an ongoing basis. I would love to see you there.